I kind of want to play some Horizon. And I'm trying to decide how lazy I want to be. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Robar. Okay, I want to play Horizon. Do I want to play Classics or do I want to play Megas? I feel like I just want to play Megas and not think. But I don't know. What should I run? These two for sure. Let's get this guy in there. I guess in plain sight and idolize couldn't hurt. Actually, let me replace this with shopping free. Or do I even want to run Megas at all? Or do I want to run Classics? I don't know. What should I do? Should I do Megas or Classics? Megas allows me to set up and not think about anything. That's the upside. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do shopping free. Let's do in plain sight. Where are you? And do I keep it simple with idolize so that I don't die? Or do I go for ammo? Megas? Yeah. Okay, so I have 2 or 3, really, sources of ammo. I have this to save me, because I'm going to do cherry strat for most of the game anyway, so ammo's not that critical. Saving myself is, but also the strategy isn't hard, so maybe it isn't. So the question is, do I do idolize or do I do cashback? Let's do cashback. Let's get these in a nice symmetrical order. Yeah, this is fine. I don't know. It's not going to be a perfect game anyway. Let's start. I'm not going for perfection. I wanna. It's been a few months since I played like a super long chill game, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is like a nice long game where I know like I want to try to hit a 200 or possibly a 255. But I also want to just chill. I just want to have something that I can stream and relax. When would you recommend starting Cherry Strat? Technically, you can do it, like, as soon as you get set up. But I don't know. I guess I'm running Megas, so I would do it later, theoretically. I want Richtofen. Hey, Sanitio. Oh, what did I do? I broke it. Okay. I still want Richtofen. That wasn't Richtofen. You can tell it's Richtofen because Richtofen's the only one that doesn't wear any gloves. Or, like, doesn't have anything on his hands. That might be Richtofen. Yeah, I don't have a... That's not Richtofen. That might be Richtofen. I don't have a specific recommendation of when to start Cherry Strat. Just kind of like whenever you're low on Stormbow ammo, really. That's great. Oh, you know what? I forgot to... I should actually restart and remember to do that because it's helpful. And also because I don't want cashback to be my first gun. Is there any other effective high round strat on DE than stairs? I mean, there are other strategies, but there are just simply none that come as close to being as good. Because the thing about the stairs isn't just that it's fast and that it's safe. Actually, it's mostly those two things. It's fast and it's safe. Like, there are plenty of other strategies. In theory, you can camp anywhere with a Stormbow. In practice, that's not going to get you to 255. Because the Stormbow starts acting weird later in the game. So you can't rely on the Stormbow forever. If you want to get to 100, you can kind of camp anywhere with the Stormbow. Like, some people camp at Quick Revive. Quick Revive's slow, and it's not as safe. Because the thing is, the Stormbow isn't perfect. You have no escape here. Right? You can't open this door, and if the zombies overrun you, you're just dead. The thing about the stairs is it gives you an easy escape while also funneling the zombies into one place, which is really what you want out of a strategy. So they come from one direction, but also it's easy to escape. I'm just gonna, you know what? Just gonna be real lazy. Let's just pop this.
Slowly but surely, the tide turns in our favor.
Checking for shield part, because up top.
Think.
Am I gonna build the bow is the other question. I guess yes, because I have megas.
Can the necessary steps be taken to secure the future?
Yeah, Quick Revive also isn't super fast either. It's not a very good strategy. Definitely one of the weaker ones on this map. Oh, that's the perk I need. I guess I do want my bow to be my third weapon. In case I down. That would make sense.
There can be no escape from death. This I know for certain. Good things come to those who wait. And I have waited longer than anyone.
That's what I want.
Simple simian.
That's actually all I need. That's the only thing I need out of the box. So now we're just gonna spam hit gums for raindrops to get all my perks. I also need to feed the dragons. And grab the shield parts. I need to remember how to play this map, is what it comes down to. It's been a few months since I played this map. Let's hit gum. Sure.
This Dr. Monty character will so reveal his true agenda.
Foreshadowing. Here's another trick. Don't save zombies to feed the dragon. Just kill them. Just kill them. The dragon will collect zombies as you progress through the rounds. There's no need to rush. That's... Are they supposed to lose their legs like that?
I really hope I can stop what's the killing, what's the maiming. No, I'm just
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a few good camping strategies. Your best bet is just gonna be... That's so weird. Why is that happening?
This is Griffin Station. We have an update. Over.
Have you made any progress?
The stairs is what I was gonna say. Because the other thing I was saying, if you want to play to 100, camp wherever, it doesn't really matter. If you want to play to 255, you need to use something that isn't the bows.
No, actually. Maxis and his daughter have already been there.
Do you know what happens to the traps on high rounds? You're looking into the double trap strat that is used on the no AATs, and he runs through the electric trap without getting damaged. Yeah, I believe is that still in the game? I'm pretty sure if you build the storm bow, like, you just are immune to electricity or something. Like, I think that's how it works. I think you're just immune if you build the storm bow. That's it. I don't know exactly how it works, but I remember seeing that somewhere. Activated the pad, yep.
The security feeds are somewhat alarming. What on earth is
I
going
kind of forgot that this map had dog rounds for a hot second.
It seems the area is no longer secure.
You can see this is why shopping free is particularly strong. You don't need it for doors necessarily. Just hit the gum a bunch of times. That's what you use it for. Well, I don't need in plain sight. I will grab this while I can.
I know who you are.
I don't think it's that simple. You sure you've died with the storm bow and the traps?
Learn all the secrets.
Let me test it this game, because I'll be honest, I know what you're talking about, and I don't know the answer. So let's see if we can find out. Pretty sure it just has something to do with building the bow.
Fear not. I will find a place to put this. Help give me the strength to carry on.
Why is the RPK on this map? If you guys saw my my box odds video, you would know the one thing I really don't like is when they add new weapons to old maps for no reason. Like, yeah, I like the RPK, but the Dingo does perfectly fine, right? Do we need, how many LMGs do we possibly need on the map? That wasn't close enough? That's crazy. Where's the closest gun machine? Is it up here? I think it is. Yeah.
So many colors, so many flavors.
Also, I think I've already lost track of my gums.
I should probably
Whatever.
test this on one of the others.
We're gonna be a little risky, and I'm not going to buy Jug before I use this. Let me keep track of my third weapon here. Okay, my third weapon's the Pharaoh. We're gonna keep that as my third weapon.
What kind of doctor would prescribe candy? I like to watch them burn. I know it's not funny, but it's funny.
All right, what? This is a crazy perk order, by the way. That's why I like playing megas. You get things like that. I don't know. We'll give it a try. We'll see if I can get the damage on this to be negated. And you can see general piece of advice that I always give. Like, you don't need to save a zombie. Just set up. Just kill the zombies. It's round 9. They're not moving faster than me. All my weapons can kill them. I say as I almost die. You're done? You're done. Alright, let's go downstairs. Pharaoh is still my third weapon.
One Once again, my brethren sought to manipulate powers far beyond their control.
And maybe this is a slightly bold move. I'm going to not activate the fourth one until I have this dragon done.
Unfortunately for the dead, it is speedy time once more.
Or between rounds. Yeah, that's a better time, actually.
Yeah, silence their screams.
Here's the shield part.
Other pieces must exist. I will be careful not to overlook anything.
Shopping free, once again, great for spam hitting the gum. Give me raindrops. What's interesting is, on Horizon, the zombies have a really easy time floating and chasing you. But on Revelations, they, like, get stuck on the ground. They don't hop into the air to chase you. Okay, let's finish this. I do need a bow. I should also build the shield when I get a chance. You know what? This is a chance. Let's build the shield.
I pray that I never again have to feel their fit.
Never enjoyed Revelations enough to notice that. I genuinely feel like Revelations is an underrated map. I think that people going into Revelations had expectations for something really huge, and a lot of things were dialed back, and I also understand that a lot of things were cut, which is disappointing, objectively, but still, like, I feel like sometimes Revelations is a map where you are overpowered. You have the Thunder Gun, the Apothecant Servant, you have all these things at your disposal. And so the player is just strong. But what I also like about it is it's a map where you don't have to think that much about the setup. It's a classic, just turn on 4 power switches, hit the box. Easy.
Now that we have a goal, there is much more.
Okay, what am I doing? Building the storm bow.
I must confess to being alarmed. Would you
But before that,
exactly what you are doing in the company of our enemies? Richtofen? Richtofen!
we're gonna be up here.
His armor will not save him.
Easy.
The mechanical monstrosity is no more. Bit by bit, piece by piece, I will bring to the universe.
Okay. I don't like the fact that it's already making crawlers, but let's start upgrading this thing. I guess you had higher expectations, similar to Origins. Yes, but I think that a lot of the hardcore community really likes Origins because of how involved it is. But you gotta understand, Origins in itself is a very divisive map. If you're not super big on quest maps, Origins is just a lot to take in.
Your pain is at an end. Mine is not.
At least that's how I feel, is like, there's just so much going on Origins with building the stabs and the the robots and the like all. There's so much setup, and many people don't like when the setup is such a hassle. Many people prefer just being able to play, just boot up and play. You know, hit the box for what you need.
When I finish chewing, I will spit on the graves of my enemies.
And I think that them dialing it back is what makes it one of the better Black Ops 3 maps, personally.
My arrows end.
Remember the first time playing it and being yelled at what you need to do? Plus, as much as I like maps with 4 elemental wonder weapons, when you play in public matches, how many people just leave as soon as they can't get the ice staff? And I think that's bad design if like people are just leaving because they don't get the one they want. Technically, you could say that about any map, like, oh, people leave when they don't get the wonder weapon, and that's true. But still, I feel like, I don't know. If you're gonna have four wonder weapons, make them equal. You know what I mean? Make them actually work.
The fate of the world rests on what happens on the moon. I must prevent the inevitable. That sounds a little more
Okay,
ominous
I
than
think
expected.
there's Jug. That's helpful. Can I get away with not getting Widow's Wine? We'll see.
The arrow will find its mark. It always does.
I think good design is one where people playing in a setting where you're loading into a lobby with 3 strangers who more than likely don't have a mic, you can still function. It's why, like, Moon's Pack-a-Punch, Moon and No Man's Land is not the best design thing in the game.
All the time. No touching one still stands, however.
You hate quest maps, but you love Origins. You don't like Revelations.
Only assume that you intend to procure
Wind and Lightning can do work, just not high rounds. Yeah, but like, not high rounds really means not
I will take whatever steps are
past round 30 something, which isn't super high when everyone's camping.
I hope this doesn't come too late to change our fortunes. I once tried to climb inside the Pack-a-Punch, hoping that it could perhaps enhance me. I failed.
Can I get...
I have much to do. You're merely an inconvenience. Time to mow down the horde indeed. Of course, the test is about to begin.
I already have a tram fuse. But still, like, the amount, I'm saying the amount of public lobbies I played where somebody literally would leave because they didn't get the staff they wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What perks am I missing? Stamina. I kind of need stamina. How do you feel about boss fights in new maps? I'll be honest with you, I haven't done an Easter egg since Blood of the Dead.
How it feels to me. I've had a lot of experience.
I'm just realizing I forgot to get the last piece.
This is mine. It has to be. I'm holding it. I believe this weapon shall enact the kind of firepower I prefer.
Yeah, I kind of need stamina up.
I don't know
You just got your gaming PC and you're loving it. Can't wait to start playing custom maps. I want to play some custom maps, but I also want to play some real maps first. You quit at BO4? Yeah. The T-Rex looked cool. I'm not gonna do the Easter eggs on the new maps, but BO1 pubs are ass, there's no host migration. That also, you know, but that's just kind of a product of the engine, product of the time, you know. Patient 13 is a good boss. Which one is that? Terminus? Or one of the others? That's why I always play pubs on Zetsubo. Nobody left early on that map. Zetsubo has so much setup. The Z-Rex was cool but annoying. That's also what I heard. If I am gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on round 100, but I'm not gonna do it, respectfully. Also, Deadwire? I cannot get Deadwire. Okay. Terminus? Yeah, I haven't done any of them. I've never been a huge Easter egg person. Like, I did all the Easter eggs on Black Ops 3. I have the super Easter egg done on my PlayStation. I got Widow's Wine. Oh well. BO1 is fun AF when you find the right people to play with. Yeah, BO1 is the most fun. I think it's because you're not inherently just like strong. The newer games, especially Cold War and Black Ops 6, to a degree that's like bad for the health of the game, I think. Oh, I'm just realizing there's gonna be a Panzer next round. But the newer games make the player way too strong. And I don't just mean like, oh, they're too strong at the beginning because of the loadouts. I just mean like, your weapons do way too much damage always. Like, it's too easy to get through the rounds. Especially when you consider something like the, oh boy, okay, this Panzer's not gonna spawn where I want him to. Especially when you consider the score streaks, which just is so overpowered. It's way too overpowered in a way that's like not healthy, because you want the player to feel like they can actually die, you know? Okay, this time I'm not gonna forget the part. Especially if you've done the super Easter egg, there's no point of the box or rarities in Cold War. I need to do the Cold War super Easter egg just because, like, having that is actually really overpowered. It saves you a lot of salvage early game. Do you use some special build for BO4? So I play on the BO4 client for PC. If you look up Project BO4, you can get it for PC. It's free.
I hope this doesn't come to I don't laugh in the face of adversity. I kill it.
Okay. I'm like kind of forgetting the steps. Is this full? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, it's full. Yep. Yeah, look up Project BO4. It's a client for BO4. It's similar to Boy for BO3. Nice. That one I always mess up.
My arrow's end shall also be yours. It's clever.
You don't need an original BO4 copy, but if you look it up, it might not show it. I don't think it shows you how to pirate it, but like there's easy ways to pirate it. Very, very easy. Like I literally just downloaded a thing and
Your pain is at an end.
also, am I crazy? Am I not getting Deadwire? What's going on?
There are few things more useful to us than powerful weapons. This we never forget.
Yeah, I miss... The armor's just confusing and annoying. And it's weird, because like on Cold War, Jug is kind of useless, if you think about it. Why am I not getting Deadwire? Am I crazy?
There is so much still to be
Like, I'm just not... Holy... Okay, there we go. And now I have to do it again for the other weapon. Actually, let me just use this.
I'm normally more selective about points in my mouth.
Is plutonium still available for the old zombies? Yes, it is.
Really.
It's available, and it's probably the best way to play BO1 and BO2, for sure. You never played BO4 in your life? You can get it for free. If you DM me on Discord, I'll send you the link for how to get it for free. It's... Trust me when I say, like, BO4 is severely underrated. I think it's one of the best entries in the series. Like, it's... some of the maps are better than BO3. A lot of the maps are better than BO2. Like, BO2, all things considered, isn't a super strong entry. At least high rounds wise. It's very all over the place. You got a final in 3 hours?
I once tried to climb inside.
Are you who I think you are, Drox?
Hoping that it could perhaps enhance me.
I need Deadwire.
Vessel for Maxis. Vessel for Maxis. Cannot allow my fevered brain to distract me from my mission. I must stay focused. Stay focused, David. You are not yourself. You are not yourself.
Can you use the Wayback Machine and find it on the old plutonium? What do you mean?
I hope this doesn't come too late to change our fortunes.
That's a great point.
Perhaps one day the others will come to understand the sacrifices I've made for them. Perhaps not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't realize you had a tombstone logo as your profile picture. There you go. Is BO3 safe to play? Yeah, BO3 safe. Don't play the Steam version of BO3 online, but like, just play the client or use the patch. T7 patch works fine. Good luck on your final. I am going in 2 hours to go home because I have a rehearsal. I saw Drox and I was like, is that? There's no, I was like, it's gotta be, right? I was like, who else has that name? God, okay. How do you get T7 patch? Someone else has to explain that, because I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. Is it broken on PC? No. Black Ops 3's fine. I don't have the T7 patch. I'm playing on Fit Girl right now. So, like, I'm on a separate, completely offline client.
So not the most safe is at least efficient. You have walked so far. Why not rest your legs for a while? You do not know what it means to feel an arrow through the heart. It's been so long since I have performed an undertaking.
That's helpful. Hey, Joe Jack. There should be a GitHub page? Yeah. God damn it.
Your pain is at an end.
This part's always annoying. God! Why? Yeah, I'm just chilling, playing some DE. I'm not very good.
That was more than an injection.
Is Ficro the one where you hypothetically don't need to have BO3 on Steam for? I don't have BO3 on Steam, so yes. Okay. What are the... You know, what's the old saying? 5th time's a charm? Yep.
Would you mind not leaving your entrails on the floor?
Hypothetically. What's my disc?
Always remember to
Oh, my
put your
Discord?
weapon
My Discord is just my same name, Mr. JZM.
Initiating 115.
You have BO3 on Steam but use T7 patch? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's all you need.
I hope their death proves to be at least somewhat traumatic.
Is Pack-a-Punch Undercroft? Cool.
Do you actually believe you can simply sail around as a doctor?
That's all I need to do, right? Do I care about building the storm bow? I don't think I do.
As long as I
But maybe sorry, the wolf bow, I mean.
suffer with me.
Maybe I will anyway. I need to remember where the paintings are. The wolf bow's easy.
One day, I really hope I get to stop what's a killing, what's a maiming.
You just say BO3 on Steam offline? Yeah, that's fine too, I think. No pap tiers in this game, just vibes. Yeah, much better that way. The pap tiers is annoying, because it's like... It's not like you're building something, or like unlocking something, or like doing a quest like you would with the bows or the stabs or something like that, for example. You're just spending more points. Like, the setup on the new maps is just spend more points. That's it. Okay, I got the crema la amamam. Ah, fuck. Get me out of here. Would rather have BO4's pap. BO4's pap is also like pap tiers in a way, but it's better because it doesn't cost what, 50,000 points, which isn't hard to get on the new games. It's just annoying. There's nothing to unlock. It's nothing to unlock, it's just an extra step, and it's annoying. 50 grand for one weapon to barely be effective on round 35. Yeah, that's the problem, really. Alright, you know what? I want to do something other than sit on the stairs for a few minutes, so we are going to build the wolf bow. Just because I can. Which means I need to find the paintings. That one's towards the end. I also need to pack-a-punch this. Undercroft. Okay. Reaching for high rounds? That's the plan for this stream. You're number one.
Here's the first one. This room belonged to Maxis. He was the first among us to be.
Have you tested the electric thing? Oh, no, I haven't. Let's do that now when I go back to that side of the map. Which way am I going?
The power of lightning strikes you down.
Let's do that now. Meanwhile, SV with 2k double tap and pack punch for 5k. Strong enough to let you can't buy jug till 50. I don't think it's that strong. But like, I think the weapon balance in the older games is much better. Because I do believe the weapons should get weaker. That's good design. That's the last one. Where's the third one? It's like up here? Is it up here? Okay, hold on. There's one... Oh, it's like in the church. Right? It's like in the church up here. Fire sucks because fire sucks when you're not host. Yeah, it's this one. Well, you can get a new shield.
Defensive weapons that can also be used for.
I think the only bow that is somewhat annoying to do is the fire one on controller. I've never built the fire bow, if I'm being honest. When I made my video on which bow is the best, I just used mods to give it to myself. I've never built the fire bow, nor the rune bow. Okay, which one was third? This one was third?
Number 3.
Yeah, and the fourth one's in there. All right, let's test this.
Time I saw this.
So I'm holding the storm bow.
I love what you've done, Mr. Blitzgrove. Very charming.
Okay, well, that theory is not correct. I don't know. I'm not sure. Where's the last one? Oh, it was down below. Let's try this. You have to hit, well, yeah, I know that. I'm familiar with that part of it. I've never done it. I just know it's annoying.
Who am I kidding? I have plenty.
Here. Sent a friend request on Discord. I'll send you the stuff to be able to download Project BO4.
Do not look so shocked. I'm not the king's ward.
And then, okay, I do this.
They need only look up to find their destroyer.
While I'm here, I'm just gonna try to go for Deadwire.
Lives. I wish this was not the one I was bound. Even the weather cries out for the blood of the doomed. There are few things more useful to us than powerful weapons. This we never forget.
There we go, perfect. And I got my 2 favorite camos. I should make a Discord server. I've considered doing that. I'm still considering doing that. I don't know, how big of a community do you have to create a Discord server, you know? That's what I'm thinking about, is like how many people would, I guess in theory probably enough people would be interested. But I don't know. It does seem like a lot of work. Like maybe I'd get someone else to manage it. I don't have a Discord server. I don't have a personal Discord server, but I am in a few Discord servers like for creators that they like encourage me to invite people to. Which, you know, maybe I will, but I'm also just not super active on Discord in the first place.
Teleporter inactive. Recharging.
One day they will tell stories of my brain.
If it is as active as this chat, that's better than most Discords.
Electrocution.
Yes, but also I'm live right now.
Not that I mind.
And, you know, I could create a Discord. I can't guarantee that I will always be active. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm placing the skull down. There. Hey, puppy.
I hope you're not wasting my time, dog.
Building this bow is even easier when you already have the storm bow.
I'm on my way.
Because I'm just going to follow this guy around and... You could show people on Discord how to play these games safely. I will say, there was one series that I wanted to start where I want to take, you know, either viewers or friends of mine or both who are, like, familiar with COD Zombies, but, like, not super great. Like, people that can get to round 30, 40, even 50, but struggle to get to round 100. And I want to coach them into their first round 100. Which I think I'd be good at, because I've done that for a handful of IRL friends already. What's my favorite BO4 map? Probably Ancient Evil. Which I know is kind of a basic answer, but it's true. It's a great map. Could have a community leaderboard. Community leaderboard would be fun, and I think it would be cool to, like, make videos on new strategies or, like, fun things like that, and be like, okay, let's have a little competition. Who can get the highest round using this strategy of all my viewers? I'll tell you what I do really want to do. And I'm probably gonna do this soon-ish. I want to host a hardcore grief tournament. And if you're not familiar with hardcore grief, you play basically hardcore grief. You play normal grief, except you start on round 15, headshots only, no magic. So you only have wall weapons, you have no perks, you have no box, and the zombies can only be killed by headshots. They can only be damaged by headshots. And you start on round 15. It's a really intense game mode, especially because a lot of the times the meta isn't about killing the zombies or whatever, it's about let's see what we can do to screw over opponents. Where is this Panzer? Yo, can you, Oh, is he hitting the dog? Shit. I need to pay attention to my Panzer rounds. Grief is so much fun. Wish they did what they did with BO2 and create different game modes for the maps. Yeah, that's one thing that That's one thing that disappoints me about every Zombies game since BO2. The one thing that BO2 did really well was the other game modes were fun. That Panzer was okay, first of all, the reason I placed my gravity spikes down, my Ragnaroks, was because the Panzer should have been lifted up by them, and he wasn't. Do Panzers always spawn in on a set round? It's always round 12, and then it's every 5 to 6 rounds after that. So it was 23 when it spawned in before, and then that was around 28. So I wasn't paying attention.
By the demented offspring of my former work. What do you have in store for me?
I don't know why they're so tanky on BO3. They're less tanky on BO2. They're also less tanky on BO3 Origins specifically. But, like, you guys saw that death. I literally could not see anything on my screen, and I wasn't even near the Panzer. Like, it's just, he's just stupid. And the only way to kill him is using the one technique of holding him in place.
When we didn't hear from you, we feared the worst.
Fear not, Dr. Groff. It is me, Edward. Any reports from the Giants that my demise are erroneous.
Okay, let's get some weapons. Now we're restarting everything. Great. The good thing is I remember how to play now.
It's not random. Everything is unfolding as part of a greater plan. I hate this. I really do.
I lost my monkey bombs, unfortunately. I do have a brecci. That's helpful. Do you play custom zombies? I don't really, but I want to more.
So many
That's
colors,
helpful.
So many flavors. Medicinal trials of this gum are now
Yeah,
underway.
he just
I actually
hounded
have
on
a
me
lot
there.
of money stashed
Phrasing.
away. I just can't get to it right now. Calm down.
Let's just hold this brecci for now.
I must find a means to return the capsule to the Earth. Only then can the necessary steps
We're going
be taken
for
to secure
monkeys.
the future.
I think the only thing I care about out of the box is monkeys.
What kind of doctor would prescribe candy?
At least I got Jug early this time.
A lot like Nikolai, really.
Got the warm-up round in. Yeah, now this is the 255 run.
Much as I enjoy my own company, the life of a sniper is a lonely one indeed. I'm a doctor first. and
Monkeys,
foremost.
please.
The soldiering bit is really just a sideline for me. They will come for me, but they will find
Ah, that cost me $9.50.
destruction.
Okay.
If I am destined to wield a rifle, then a rifle I will wield. As he had warned, it appears that Maxis is unable to contact me at this time. No matter. If our plan is to succeed, then I must continue in earnest.
We're playing faster this time, which is better. Let's get another raindrops here. Okay, that is helpful, though.
Linking colors and sounds.
There you are.
Fear not. I will find a place to put this.
Now we're gonna start cooking. Now I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about making a Discord server. Maybe when I hit 5,000, which, humbly, just basing off of my recent channel growth, I'm probably not far off from hitting 5,000. Because I'm gaining like 40 to 50 subs a day, give or take. So that'd be cool to hit 5,000 by June or July. We'll see. I want to make a DE video, a moon video, a transit video I really want to do. Which requires me to play transit, of course. Does Project BO4 have elixirs? Not only does it have elixirs, you automatically get unlimited of every elixir. Here, let me send you the link now before I forget. So look up Project BO4 and join the Project... Fuck me. All right. And join the Project BO4 Discord server. But also, before you do that, you're going to need to do this. This is the link I'm about to send you. I just need to find it. It's here, right? Yes. Okay. Follow the instructions on this, then download Project BO4. And that's how you get it for free. Transit video. People want a transit video. I know. I want to do it. The thing is, I need to
Operation Shield.
I need to learn how to use the check gun first. I'm like getting better at the timing, but
No.
if there's anyone I trust to be good at timing, it's me.
To have already been dealt with. Don't bury yourself!
But also, I want to make a bunch of BO4 videos. I'm moving out of my apartment at the end of May. So I kind of need to wait until then to start like a super long BO4 game. But the plan is to start a super long BO4 game. I think I'm going to go for the world record on Alpha Omega, is what I want to do. Does Project BO4 let you play BO4 offline? Yes, it does. The only downside is right now you can't hibernate. Which is like, for me, it's a massive downside. The other thing is, I like... let's grab this. Actually, you know, let me be smarter this time. And let me pay attention to the paintings now. Rather than doing it later. Okay, that's 2 and 3 there. So let's see if this is 1 or 4. Up here. They're all relatively close to each other, I'm realizing. I just usually... Okay. Oh, wait, I need the arrow first. So, okay, well, I know the order. That's helpful. Dead of the Night is also great for high rounds. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's pretty bad. It's actually my least favorite map of all time. Dead of the Night I technically already have a tutorial on, but that was kind of before... It was an older video, before my modern style of videos. Why do I play this map? I like this map. I think DE is pretty chill. Setup is probably the worst of all time, even worse than ZNS. The setup isn't even the worst thing for me, it's the strategy. Strategy's just... Definitely Galvan Knuckles to help the jet gun not break as much. Yeah, because you do the, you do it, the knife thing. It's, yes, it's about the jet gun not breaking, but the idea is, while you're knifing, you can charge the jet gun without, like, using up the, charge. It's just the fastest way to use the jet gun. Oh, mule kick. Okay. Pay attention to my third weapon. My third weapon is the ray gun. That's actually a perfect third weapon.
Precision, Edward. Remember to be precise. There will be blood and guts.
Can I please just get monkeys? DE's like a casual Origins, that's why it's so fun. That's why I think it's fun. Origins is a little too involved for my liking. I don't hate the map. I like Origins a lot. It's just, like, there's just always so much to remember to do, which is a big turn-off for me. How old am I? I'll be 25 in July. Which, translation, ancient. I was born when Calvin Coolidge was president. No, not. Ray gun's actually not that bad to have now.
Piece by piece, I will bring order to the universe.
Your voice like the children? What does that mean?
Following me through time and space.
BO2 Origins is greater than BO3 Origins. That I completely agree with. I think BO3 Origins is just less interesting. Maybe BO2 Origins would be better if it actually had a 90-hour reset instead of a 25-hour crash, but...
For a while, I considered keeping him as a little pet.
Upgrading the stabs is pretty annoying. I'm glad they made it more simple for the bows. Yeah, the bows is definitely a better balance. The bows are also just better, even though, like, there's a clear favorite. People like all the bows. Maybe not the fire bow, but I don't know. I think you find people that defend all the bows, but you don't really define people that defend all the stabs, for the most part. BO3 Origins is better casually because you don't die as much in early rounds. That's another good point, but I don't know. I think, yeah, I think that's the problem with BO1 and BO2 is, like, yeah, the 2-hit down system can be pretty brutal at times. Are you done? You're done.
The dragon hungers no more. Now, where is that bow?
Okay, bow, third weapon.
I must confess to being
I have this built on an earlier round than I did last game, so that's
exactly
a
what you are
start.
doing in the company of our enemies. Richtofen? Richtofen!
You do not know what it is to feel an arrow through the heart.
Now I can activate these, right?
Ah, here is the first one. I've been looking for you. Scream all you want. It will not do you any good. Your pain is at an end. Mine is not.
Origins high round with the tank. Never gotten the 25-hour crash, usually glitch on tank and insta-die trying to get lightning. You're third. You're second. Right? Yeah, you're second.
This would be number 2. Thank you.
You're third.
My arrow's end shall also be yours. Ah, it's clever.
Okay. Actually, I should hit the gum.
I'd feel a lot better.
Tank strat, transit bus strat, and Dire's trample steam strat are your least favorite strats.
On it.
What do you mean by transit bus strat?
I spent many happy nights here, working. No time to dwell. We must continue our work.
What I'm gonna do a couple things while I'm down here. That one's always annoying. Going to use this. I don't actually care about the drop, I just...
What is next?
The reason I do the grenades in the beginning
Could there be varieties of
is to increase my chances of getting monkeys. But if you ride the tank from Gen 2 to the church, you'll just randomly get crushed. Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Route number 4. Unfortunately, battling that particular evil only ever has one outcome. I am a doctor. That was more than an injection.
Swanner, thanks for the sub. Actually, it would be smart of me to get an M8A7 while I'm here.
The king's voice.
Now we have that done, so now later we don't have to worry. I'm not able to hold more than one bow upgrade at a time, right?
It's often said that a workman
Can't pick that up.
is as good as his tool.
After around 150 plus or something, the jet gun doesn't kill zombies, so you have to crush them with the transit bus to progress. That's only on PC that happens. On console, it works normally, and also there are patches to reverse that, which are allowed, just because, like on PC, you just can't beat the record unless you use that patch, which the patch just makes it like console.
The fate of the world rests on what happens on the moon. I must prevent the inevitable. I know that later I will find something far superior.
I can only assume that you intend to procure Group 935's research for your own twisted goals. Know this, my old friend. I will take whatever steps are necessary to ensure that you never leave the castle alive.
I have no time to
Recently came across your content, watched everything from this year. Keep up great work. Thanks for starting to get back into zombies. Of course. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Do you play near double tap for low rounds? No. No, I don't. I just play on the stairs, like, as soon as I'm set up. Alright, these camos are good. That's good. What am I doing? Hitting this. That's what I'm doing.
That sounds a little more ominous than I expected. Someone up there likes me. Of course, the test is about to begin. My lethality was already a given.
Oh, wait. I'm slightly goofing here. Because now I don't have a weapon to trade out other than my bow. Spawn a drop to make the rocket launch faster. Stream delay moment. Uh-oh.
Arms and faces. Time to break everything, I suppose.
Actually, you know what? Let's just do this.
When I finish chewing, I will spit on the graves of my enemies.
Watch this. Easy. I play on PC mainly.
This is mine.
Why can't I pick that up with my death machine out?
The flames of damnation.
Also, in your most recent video, you talked about not opening up No Man's Land on Origins for high rounds, which I don't think would work with the gen strategy, because how would you kill the last zombies? That's the easy part. On Black Ops 2, if you damage one of the last zombies in the round and run away, it will just despawn and die. It doesn't work for all the zombies, but when you're down to the last 19, you just damage the last 19 and run away, and they all just die. They just despawn and the round ends.
Double points. I must act quickly. Any barriers stand between us and success.
Console's 80 FOV? Normally, yeah, I believe so. Actually, maybe I wanted to jump pad. Actually, no, this is fine. Yeah, bleed outs would be the way to do it. Although there's like many other issues that you would run into before you consider doing bleed outs as the strat. Like I don't think it would be viable, but I don't know, you know? Gen strat causes errors? Yeah, it does. So like, I don't think, what about BO3 with the last 19? Deadwire. BO3 doesn't error. On BO3, you don't deal with the robots crashing, so you can open up the whole map and it's fine. Horizon or Origins? I prefer Horizon personally. What am I doing? Getting souls. Also doing this. useless.
Your pain is at an
Gorod Krovi is one of your least favorite? I'm not the biggest fan of Gorod Krovi. BO3 if you use gobbles, but without, not sure. You don't need to keep No Man's Land closed on BO3 because there's no error. You just leave No Man's Land open. Or you just open No Man's Land, you get your perks, you pack a punch. Deadwire, Wolf Bow, Wind Staff, oh my god. Horizon or Shadows of Evil? Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil is my second favorite map of all time. Although, frankly, I don't see myself playing it anytime soon, because if you guys have seen any of my recent videos, I just 255'd it a few months ago. Which means it's kind of the last thing I want to play right now after sinking 40 hours into one game, and really, I sunk like 200 hours into that map going for the 255 just over the last year. Still my second favorite map of all time, but not gonna play it anytime soon. There we go. That one's always annoying.
arrow's end shall also be yours. Clever greed often
What if you play with no AATs though? Yeah, just use the tank.
I know.
First impressions of Shadows of Evil when it came out, I really liked it, honestly. It gave me high hopes for Black Ops 3, which they definitely delivered on.
The trap is set.
It's the only thing about Shadows of Evil as a starting map is it's not the best thing for beginners. If someone's gonna pick up Black Ops 3 for the first time and they don't play a lot of zombies and they don't have the giant, Shadows of Evil's not the best starting map, you know? What's my fave? My favorite map is Moon.
The dogs have returned once more.
I love BO1 Moon, I love BO3 Moon. It's my favorite map.
With enough components, perhaps I may construct something useful.
Where are these dogs?
I know my future.
Okay.
You barely feature.
It's still, it is confusing. It's not intuitive. Like, you know, how many people do you know are actually opening up Pack-a-Punch without a guide? Be real. Like, I'm not figuring that shit out. I wouldn't have the know-how to, like, know where to look in beast mode.
Really hope I get to stop.
Shadows is decent. I don't think it's S tier. I think it's a really fun map. Once you get, because once you get set up, like the Apothecant Servant, you can't beat that, you know? Apothecant Servant is peak. It does have a lot going on. That's the thing. Is like, some of the maps are just too involved.
I have the bow. What is next? What is next?
That's what Black Ops 3 was missing, is more maps similar to the Giant, where you can just kind of chill, you know? But with Zombies Chronicles, it does have that, you know? There's a lot of chill maps, including Zombies Chronicles. I will say, most people think Black Ops 3 is the best game, and I don't disagree with that. I don't think it's my favorite game, but I do think it's an extremely strong entry. I also think Black Ops 3 is far from the best if you exclude Chronicles. Black Ops 3 would be worse than BO1 and BO2 if it weren't for Chronicles. Zetsubo S tier? Absolutely not. I'd put it D tier. I don't like that map. That's a map that has way too much going on. They took the idea of like, oh, let's make it so the player has to collect a bunch of parts. That's fun, and took it to an extreme.
Always remember to close your mouth when airborne. You never know what might fly by.
Doing this for perks.
Energy cannot be destroyed. Only
And also
transferred.
let's hit the box.
What price will we truly pay for this good fortune?
I need monkeys. Before you saw a guide, you thought beast mode was just for reviving teammates. Okay, that's kind of funny. I mean, I knew that beast mode was similar to Afterlife. I was spoiled because I saw a lot of leaks of Black Ops 3 before the game actually released. What perk am I missing? Cherry. That one's important. Thank you. Okay. This setup was actually better than last game. I will counter that argument. Yes, BO3 has a lot of ways to play. I will counter that argument with, so does BO4. You know? Not enough people gave hardcore difficulty a chance, and hardcore difficulty, like, really makes it pretty fun. W monkeys. Chronicles redeemed BO3. It did. That's no secret. What do I need to do? Oh.
Ah, the Panzer soldat, of course. Shoot his head! This method of travel, though not the most safe, is at least efficient.
Can't talk about BO4 because you played it like 5 to 10 times and just hated it. Give it another chance. You can't take what BO4 was on launch and assume that's what it is now, because the game has undergone massive improvements over time. It's just that not enough people gave it the chance it deserved. You're on BO2 now? Going back. Oh, you're going back and ranking every single zombies map after playing it so you can see if you actually dislike it or what you disliked. That's valid. I thought about doing map rankings, but I don't want to make a video ranking maps just because I feel like it's really slop content for me. It's like, oh, here are my favorite maps in order from best to worst, all of them. And it's like, that's great. For one, I don't feel like getting footage of 50+ maps. And for two, and I wouldn't edit it to just be a list without footage. There's so many maps. Too many to rank. But also, like, I've always felt weird about people who, like, make tier lists. Because it's like, oh, hey, here's my tier list. Like, if you... There's a time and place to have a discussion about, you know, people's favorite maps. But I just feel like, why would anyone else care where I rank? Like, why would anyone else care that I rank Alpha Omega towards the bottom, or Blood of the Dead close to the top? It's like, oh wow, you and I disagree on some things and we agree on some things. That's crazy. But who am I, you know? Why would anyone care about my ranking specifically? Even if they like my videos, it's like everyone likes different maps for different reasons. And I think that's something that we shouldn't need to mess with as a concept, you know?
Double points. All of it.
Made a whole spreadsheet for like high rounds, Easter egg casual. You'd only rank the maps in a certain game and not all together. Yeah, there are too many maps. Call of the Dead is top 10, but you don't think it'll rank high? I would put Call of the Dead in my top 10 for sure. Over the summer, Jake and I are gonna go for the Call of the Dead co-op world record.
Electrocution really isn't humane.
Which would be awesome to get. And it's also like I can never decide. I know what my favorite map is. I know what my second favorite map is. I kind of go back and forth on what my third favorite map is. Because, like, there's a lot that I just like, and I'm like, it's not easy for me to compare, you know? They just play in such different ways. BO1? Okay, BO1. Moon, from best to worst. Moon, Call the Dead. Moon, Call the Dead, Ascension, Kino, Doris.
What is it, beast? What have you found?
Shang, 5, Shinonuma, Varuk, Noct. Favorite COD? That one I can't even decide either. I usually say BO3, and I think it's BO3, but like, the more I'm going back to BO4, actually, or not BO4, the more I go back to BO1, like, I kind of like BO1 a lot. I like the BO1 versions of the Chronicles maps better than the BO3 versions across the board. Top 3 is Origins, Shinonuma, World at War, Ascension. My top 3 is Moon, Shadows of Evil, and I usually say Revelations, but I don't know. Ancient Evil's pretty cool. Call the Dead is pretty cool. Like, I could go either way. That's where I lose the plot, is like, I could put Ancient Evil, Call the Dead, Revelations, like, all of those could be my third best. I hate that in Chronicles Chemo, when you come back from PAP, sometimes you have the entire horde already in the lobby waiting for you. Yeah, on BO1, they would wait in the theater. Did Transit kill beginning zombies? What do you mean? I think that Transit failed to do what it set out to do, which was be more like a quest map. I think that Outbreak is kind of what Transit tried to be. I think that Outbreak is horrible, and I think that Transit is horrible. But, oh, I already have a tram fuse? Damn. Now I don't need these. I think that Transit's awful. I think that Outbreak is super bad. But I think that like Transit was trying to do more than it was able to accomplish, and I think that it failed. And I think it's not a good map. But Transit did do one thing that this disappoints me more than anything, is Transit introduced an amazing concept to zombies, which is the survival maps. The survival maps were the coolest thing ever. Town, Farm, and Bus Depot are all really good maps in their own right for different reasons. And I like the fact that it's like a casual map. There's nothing to do but hit the box and get your perks. And they vary in difficulty. Bus Depot, you get absolutely nothing but the box. Why do I always struggle to get this to work? Oh, do I have to be holding out the bow for this?
His armor will not save him.
Okay, this is giving me deja vu. We're not doing this again. We will go back for the last bow step. Survival maps are real fun. Yeah, right now I only stream on YouTube. I might consider multi-streaming or going back to Twitch. I streamed on Twitch for the longest time until like a few months ago, and then I switched over to YouTube.
Afterwards, they're probably going to need stitches.
You have to shoot the wolves? Do I? Got recruited from a streamer's chat. I was just saying earlier in the stream that I'm gonna do some hardcore grief tournaments soon. That's what I want to do. Then you have to shoot the wolves, then the platform will spawn and give you the arrow. I didn't know you had to shoot the wolf. I thought you just had to, like, hold X. You mean, oh, you mean the wolves on the wall, the, Okay, well now I have to wait. Let's hit the gum. Yeah, Transit was bad, the survival maps were great. Baffles me to this day that no other map had survival maps. I'll never understand that decision. Like, even burrow survival or cell block survival. Cell block survival would have been insane. Because no jug. No jug. It would have been great. When did I first start playing zombies? I started playing in 2010. Yeah, I started playing with Black Ops 1. Okay, I would like an Alchem. Alright. Actually, no, I want a raindrops first. Thank you. No perks trying to down other players was real fun. Trust me, I'm gonna be bringing that back real soon. What about Turned? Turned was also really fun. Jake was like cracked at Turned. He was like the 9th. He was ranked 9th on the leaderboards at one point on Turned, on the in-game leaderboards. 360 reviving is so much fun. All right, now we're set up. The reason I'm not doing the last step of the wolf bow is I'm probably not going to switch to the wolf bow until much later. But actually, you can use putting the arrow into the thing as a free max ammo. Knifing people off of for 5s. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption and BO1 were your most played games that year. I'm a very interesting breed of gamer because I play very few games. And the ones I do play, I play a lot. So, like, I play Call of Duty, and I play Mario Kart, and I play Smash, and I play Mario Party, and I play Balatro, and, like, that's it. If you had one COD to play for life, which one would it be? Probably Black Ops 3, and I say that because there's the most content and there's the most ways to play. For the max? Yep. I can use that max later. Although maybe I won't need it, because, like, I can theoretically switch to Cherry anytime. Respect for Smash Bros. Smash Bros is a great game. Although nobody likes playing with me because I beat all my friends. Because I play very few video games and I play them very well. Or at least I try to. You get into games and you grind them until you get sick. It's kind of what it is for me. Someone clip that, please. Someone clip that. What's my main in Smash? I main Mr. Game & Watch. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I'm really good at Mr. Game & Watch. I won a couple tournaments when I was in undergrad at my college. The side B master, you know it. Dude, I'd spend half the game just gambling for a 9. That's all it is. What BO3 map should you try to get round 100 on? Preferably one that takes less than 5 hours. Which ones do you already have round 100 on? Or like, or more importantly, which ones? I guess you're limiting it to under 5 hours. Actually, my personal recommendation would be Shadows or Moon, but that's biased. Go Shadows! I have a great tutorial. I'm very proud of my Shadows of Evil tutorial. I think it's a great video that got a lot of people playing the new strat. And, you know, clearly it worked, because... TS3, thanks for the sub. Ike goes hard, and so does Link in Ultimate. What I love about Ultimate is Ultimate's a really balanced game, you know? Like, yeah, there's tiers, and there's characters that are better than other, and there's matchups that are better, but, like, you could play any character and do okay. It's Panzer, right? Possible Panzer? I, for one, will try the new strat soon. Yep. Okay. So here's the trick, right? Round 27 Panzer. Richthofen's giving us all the advice we need.
To be punched in the face. I've had a lot of experience.
Ultimate is definitely one of the most balanced. Yeah, it's like surprisingly balanced, you know? Every character can play and like win a tournament. With a good player, of course. Shadows is pretty hard. I don't think it's that hard. The new strat is really easy. Take it from me. Like, it's extremely consistent, is what I should say. Stop hitting me, please. Shadows is not a hard map at all. Shadows is one of the easiest with the new strat. Yeah, my recommendation, if you want to get 100, go for Shadows. Watch my tutorial, it'll help you get there. Other than Shadows, go for DE. Why not? Do you know if the game crashes on Origins for Gen Strat? They're still testing that, but I believe actually it doesn't crash on BO3, is what I'm hearing from people, which would be cool. The only thing I'm not sure of right now is, like, how do you effectively balance hitting the generator and using 3 AATs or 2 AATs? You haven't learned how to human grapple? Watch the tutorial. I literally have a hand cam that shows how to do it. Do I want to grab those carpenters? I might. Actually, wait. Are carpenters going to continue to be activated? You play no AATs? Yeah, so you... Oh, so... Yeah, so you would just, if you play no AAT's Origins, you would use the stabs for as long as possible, and then you would switch to generator strat. And like every time you get a max ammo, you'd switch back. Held the Ascension world record for no gums, no AATs for a while. That's awesome. Didn't Zombie Dog beat that recently? Did someone get 255 no AATs? Or, I know he got a 200 plus, right? Yeah, you save a couple shots for max ammos. And then you should be good. Obviously, the thing to consider is, like, you kind of have to be flawless. No AATs would go for Ascension. No AATs Ascension plays very similarly to BO1 Ascension, in a good way. Where, like, you're using traps, you're doing trade-outs. Yeah, the zombies' physics are different and, like, the respawn mechanics are different, but it's definitely very fun. You could ask him quick. He plays Megas, no AATs. I forget. I know he did Ascension, no AATs recently. I forget what category he did. You might be right about it being Megas. I need to do more no AATs, is what I need to do. But there's also, like, I do have a personal goal of, like, trying to go for as many 255s as I can. Generally. Feels like the old zombies. Moon, someone just got like a 240 something on Moon, no AATs, and that was like an insane game. He had over 10,000 box hits. I feel like I would lose my mind, personally, because trade-outs are like my worst nightmare. Hopefully this game I'll 255. We'll see. There's only one Megas 255 on the leaderboard, so like I don't actually care about playing fast. I've never been a speedrunner, and I've never been like a Lemmy speedrun to 255 or speedrun to 100 or whatever. But if I get this 255 with Megas, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so the other thing I was going to say, here's the trick with the Panzer. He came in on round 27, and so he's going to come every 5 to 6 rounds, meaning it's either 32 or 33 next. Therefore, at the end of this round, I'm going to go wait over there for the Panzer to spawn in. And if he doesn't spawn in, I'll just come back. And if he does spawn in, then I'm ready. But that's how you do. That's the only way to deal it. Love the videos. Are you okay with people adding you on Xbox? You can send me a friend request. I don't play on Xbox, really. I only have an Xbox 360. If you send me a friend request, it's unlikely I will see it for I don't know how long, because I only use my 360 for Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, except I don't even do that anymore. I play on PC. Speedrunning 255. Oh, I took too long that round. Time to reset at round 170. Yeah, like, honestly. Oh. I gotta run. Origin's only 126, no gums, no AATs. That's real. That feels really low, because I feel like the ice staff and the wind staff could get you past that. But it's... Oh, fuck, I was too slow. Xbox 360, BO3, round 255 when? I could do that. I don't think I will. Where did the Panzer go? There. I could do that on Shadows. Yeah, you can send me a friend request. I'm not really gonna see it. I might even cancel my Xbox Live membership, because I have a 360, but I play more on PlayStation. Like Cold War and BO6 and sometimes BO4, I play on PlayStation. And then the rest of the games I play on PC. Panzer skin. I messed that one up. I was too slow. I blame you, chat. I don't think anyone has done DE 255 on Xbox 360 BO3. God, how would you even do that? Shadows 255 is actually even easier because when you do the new strategy on Shadows, instead of being a 2 spawn, it's a 1 spawn, which is nuts. And also you have old you have old Blast Furnace, so it's even easier to charge the Apothecant Servant. Yeah, blame you guys. It's always chat's fault. Oh, sorry about that. I gotta tell Nightbot to relax. I have to configure my Nightbot settings, because I have all my Nightbot settings on my Twitch, and I just got Nightbot in here. What's old Blast Furnace? So, when Black Ops 3 first launched, for the first few months that the game was out, Blast Furnace was the best AAT, and Deadwire was bad. And it was because Blast Furnace had a much bigger radius, so it was way easier to kill 24 zombies. And also, you could shoot Blast Furnace and then pull out a Widow's Wine grenade, and it would like freeze all of them in place. Also, with old Blast Furnace, you can shoot Blast Furnace and then pull out the Apothecant Servant, and they just instantly die. Might have to try last gen BO3 Shadows. Someone got a 250, or Keg got a 255. And he did it using the same strategy, but now it's a 1 window, so it's even better. The only downside is you have to use the KRM to kill the Panzer, because the Civil Protector doesn't kill the Panzer on that version of the game. I will say, if I play Shadows of Evil again, I might consider going for last gen. It could be a funny video. But like, the question is, do I really want to play 40 hours of last gen BO3? I don't know. Maybe. I do have BO3 on my Xbox 360. Because the thing was, I kind of got duped when Black Ops 3 first launched. If you remember, the Advanced Warfare and Ghosts were both released for the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, as well as the PS3 and the PS4. And those games were effectively the same on both versions. Similar to how, like, Cold War is on both, and BO6 is not on PS4, I think. Play until you get a red ring. Haven't gotten one yet. I still have my same Xbox from when I was 10 years old. That's the Xbox that's sitting right next to me right now. Do you know what exactly crashes the Widow's Wine? Is it 3,500 activations? It's 3,500 explosions, and that doesn't automatically mean Widow's Wine. It could be normal grenades or trip mines or the XM53. It's just that if you think about it, the only way you're gonna get 3,500 explosions is with Widow's Wine, because like, you're not gonna throw 3,500 grenades. But here's the thing. So Ghosts and Advanced Warfare released for both consoles. And I was like, oh, so, you know, I don't have to upgrade yet when those games came out. Then Black Ops 3 came out, and they were like, hey, we're releasing it on both consoles. And in my head, I was like, oh, cool, I don't have to upgrade yet. And so I bought it for the 360 when it first came out. And I was like, oh, I have to upgrade. Hey, Jake. So you can't even throw away the grenades? You can, because, listen, 3,500 hits is a lot. Like, you're not... If you throw away the grenades... If you throw 8 grenades every round... Think about it this way, right? You have 3,500 in the span of 255 rounds. Let's say that you get... Let's say you can get about 17 to 18 grenades per round and be fine. Right? Because if you play for 255 rounds and you average 16, 17, 18, that's about 3,000, 3,500, right? So let's say if you aim for 16 per round, that's a comfortable goal. Meaning you can throw away your 4 grenades every round and you'll be fine. But also the other thing to consider is, like, on dog rounds, I'm not using Widow's Wine. So that saves me, like, average there. That saves me on average there. And also, like, for the first 100 rounds, I'm just going to camp here and I'm not going to get hit. So I don't waste Widow's Wine. And what that effectively means is that there's some maps where you don't have to worry about the Widow's Wine error at all. Like on Shadows, I played with Widow's Wine, I just didn't get hit enough to get the error. And I didn't throw my grenades away either, I just kept them. You're almost 3 hours ahead of your 200 speedrun? That's huge. Chat, I blame you again. I wasn't paying attention. Panzer's on the map. Hi, Panzer. Follow me. You never run it because it messes with your trains? Yeah. That's the other reason to not run Widow's Wine. If you're running a training strategy, you're going to want to throw the grenades away because it's going to get in your way more than it's going to help you. There we go.
There are many powers, many forces still at work in this realm.
BO4 explosion patch when? What do you mean? Yeah, crashing, like, you really shouldn't be crashing unless you're playing a strat where you're getting hit a lot and you're wasting Widow's Wine grenades. But, like, on most maps, it isn't that big of a deal, and you can play around it pretty easily. And again, it depends on your goal. Like, if you're going for 255, you have to worry about it. If you're going for anything less than that, you probably don't. But, like, I used to crash on Revelations because I would, like, shoot my Apothecant Servant shot too late and get hit almost every horde and crash. Make it so BO4 crashes after so many explosions. Make it so that BO4 has an error like BO3. That would, I hate to say it, the Helian salvo would go from the best weapon to the worst. Round 7 then opens doors, still the fastest way? No, it's never been the fastest way. Okay, chat, listen to me. We're all gonna pay attention here, all right? I just had a Panzer on 37. That means on round 42, we're going to be ready for the Panzer. And it might not spawn till 43. That's okay. But we're going to be ready for it on 42. The high rounds just don't seem fun. The high rounds are more fun on BO4 than BO3. Believe it or not.
Do you feel the electricity surge through your veins? Of course not.
Like, yes, there's a lot of it camping with the Helian salvo, but the thing to consider is, like, with the exception of Dead of the Night, you're not camping with the Helian salvo forever, you know? Like, you have to utilize multiple strategies. 42, 5 to 6 rounds. 42, don't say 44, it's not 44. There's gonna be no Panzer on round 44. You can stay here with Panzer till like 70 though? Yeah, I know, but I don't like to. You don't enjoy camping strats? Try Blood of the Dead then. Blood of the Dead, you don't even need the Helian salvo for the best strategy. BO3 has a lot of camping. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? Oh, liquid divinium farming. Sorry. Don't do the round 7 thing. That's slow. Google. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go to YouTube, and you're gonna type in this phrase. You're gonna go to YouTube, and you're gonna type in Spanish strat liquid divinium. You're gonna click search. It's probably this one. Or if not, it's this one. Or if not, it's not that one. Any guide that says it's not this. Any guide that says go to round 7, buy a bunch of shit, and then restart, don't listen to it. If you find a guide that talks about using an Ethernet cable, that's the one you want. Let's see.
Due to an abundant spawn points within.
Don't listen to this one. Don't listen to this. Not the method. It's not that one. You find the one that involves an Ethernet cable, not this. It's this one. It's not this one. Fuck. This guy. This guy. This is the tutorial you're looking for here. This is the one I'm talking about, right? That's the one. Watch that. Yes, yeah. Disconnect. That's the one. You don't need Helion on Voyage, Ancient Evil, or Tag. Yeah, that's true. Love this map, but I wish high rounds were a bit funner. Always prefer training over camping. Moon is the GOAT. Moon is great. I think this map is all right. I think the reason I'm playing this is because I just want to chill. I want to have a fun... Oh, don't have to think. Just play. I think you will like BO4. Like, you know, give Ancient Evil a try. Ancient Evil is very similar to Horizon in that, like, it's an Origins-like map, but the setup is much easier. Like, just learn how to build and upgrade the Hand of Karen, learn how to build Pack-a-Punch, and that's all you need. And then you have the trials, and there's, like, extra things to do, but like, some of it's optional. You can get away with just... This isn't Moon, this is not Moon, but this map is related to Moon. There's like, yeah, look, back there, that's the schematics for the biodome. That's what this channel is about, is I'm trying to educate the viewers, you know? This Horizon gameplay, I don't have to explain anything to anyone. Mostly. Is this strat faster than Clock Tower? Yes. This is the fastest and probably safest strat on the map right now. Nine is also really fun to play casually. That one's more of a camping map for the first 100 rounds with the Helion, but the new pit strategy, if you go to Jake's channel, he has a video on the pit strategy. That one's really fun. That's a cool strat. Give me that insta-kill. Thank you. Can we get a 9 tutorial so we can all stunt on that one guy? Yeah, actually. He hasn't streamed in like 13 days. I don't know where he's been. I'm gonna try 9 again soon. Don't delete it. Yeah. Look, there's the moon right there. And there. I wouldn't doubt it. Or either that, or he only streams on TikTok now. He realized that streaming on YouTube was pointless. Oh, fuck off. Alright, chat. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Let's see who is paying attention. What's going to happen at the end of this round? / the beginning of next round? What's going to happen? Who remembers? What's my highest for Nuketown zombies? I don't remember my PB. It's not very high. Like, I think I've gotten to around 50, but not past that, really. We continue. Yes, Tom wins. You get points. Fiery Cookie, you also win. Possible Panzer.
Weapons that can also be used for offense.
We run in here. And he didn't spawn. So you know what happens if he doesn't spawn? That's okay. We just go this way. We just go this way. We just go back. Okay, let me... I gotta get Nightbot to chill, but I'll do that after. Right? And guess what? He didn't spawn this round, so you know what that means? Guess what next round is? Guess what next round is? No, I don't care about caps. I just need to adjust his settings. Stream element spot wasn't working. I got Nightbot here, because Nightbot's... Like, why would I have ever considered turning on Nightbot? Nightbot was the GOAT when I was on Twitch. I don't know why I ever thought about switching to stream element spot. Sharktastic. I will say YouTube has also gotten better at moderating comments to a degree. It's able to recognize terms that aren't inherently bad when you first look at them. Meaning, someone, if it's not a 5-rounder, Panzer's guaranteed to come next round. Yep. This round? Yeah, so we didn't get the Panzer after 5 rounds. That means guaranteed 6. So now we just wait here, and there's going to be a Panzer. Wait here. Panzer there. Then you pull this, and you go right into his core. Why are you not dying? I'm gonna die. Fuck. Perfect. Just like I planned it out. Okay, so now Panzer was on 43. You know what that means? 48, 49.
I miss the days when I myself commanded different instruments of torture.
Do Panzers have set health? Not every time, but they do have a health cap.
You are all guilty.
Ragnarok's actually held him that time. Yeah, I guess I wasn't aiming right at his core, because he should have died, for sure. It does scale, but not infinitely. He will be stronger on the next one, but I think I just wasn't hitting his core properly. I thought I was. Do you know what round the health cap is? 70 something? I'm not sure. Just spam both buttons for the human grappling. The health cap is... No, I mean, I think he's talking about the Panzer health cap. The zombies' health cap is around 162. Death Machine shoots so much faster in this game. It's not that it shoots faster, it's just stronger. Because they made the Death Machine actually be, like, 1/3 of the zombies' health per shot. And with double tap, it doubles. So it takes, like, 2 shots to kill them. Whereas on Black Ops 1, it, like, drops off on round 25. It's pathetic. I thought that was around. I just slowed down the spawns. Almost. Oh no. All the way down there. It's not a set damage because it's the same, like, it scales with the rounds. Because if it was a set damage, it would be infinite because it still kills zombies the whole game, but it's not actually infinite. It's like I'm pretty sure it's like 1/3 of the zombie's health per shot. How did they buff Deadwire? So the thing with Deadwire, it used to not award... Like, it used to have a much harder time chaining. It used to have like a 15-second cooldown instead of 5. And used to not award you with like kills or points similar to fireworks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the damage of the Death Machine is equal to 1/3 of the zombie's health. But also consider it so that, which means every time you shoot it, the zombie's health decreases by 1/3, and then another 1/3, and then they die. But also, double tap doubles it, so it's like 2/3 of the zombie's health. You still miss old Blast Furnace? Me too. Shadows of Evil and Blast Furnace was fun. It still is fun, in all fairness, because you still use Blast Furnace on Shadows of Evil. Yeah, it was.
blood sacrifices will now resume.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. And I think it gets a headshot multiplier as well. I'm not actually sure, but I just know it's not infinite damage, but it's close to infinite damage. It's effectively infinite damage.
Double points. I would do it for free.
The Widow's Wine glitch with Blast Furnace, that was great. Always refresh your Widow's Wine grenades. That was before the Widow's Wine error even existed. I gotta say, it disappoints me a little bit that Tram Fuse is part of the drop cycle. Because I know I'm not using Tram Fuse probably for the rest of the game. We'll see.
It will not do you any good. Even the Panzer cries out for the blood of the doomed. What I do is too important to entertain the idea of failure.
Time to look into... I'm sure it's in the code somewhere. I mean, in all fairness, I would bet on it being in the code somewhere. If it wasn't in the code, that would be surprising. They just add the death machine. They're like, how does it work? We're like, well, you don't know. 48. What time is it? It's Panzer time. Maybe. Maybe Panzer time.
His armor will not save him. I hope that death will spare me somewhat. By my hand you shall be cursed.
I'm not doing this well. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
Who would dare to touch me? Oh, yes, I suppose you can do it.
That normally works so well for me.
Do not look so shocked.
Am I not shooting the right spot?
The trap is set. Let's see just how well it snares our enemies.
Here's what we are gonna do. I know he's very close to death, so I can get away with this.
Your blood will become one with the air we breathe. Double points. I don't just laugh in the face of the person. I kill it.
Expect that it's scales with the round the same way the zombie health does with a different multiplier. I think that's what it is. There's like a base damage and then there's a scaling thing. If you look up, I didn't see this. Black Ops 3 decompiled scripts should come up.
What I do is too important to entertain the idea of failure. The power of lightning strikes you down. I refuse to submit. The hammer and nails have nothing to do with me.
All right, 48, 54, 55. Could you tell me the damage stat of the death machine with a mod that shows... Oh, you could tell the damage stat, but I'm saying... Yes, you could. The damage number is going to increase as the rounds increase. Jism, thoughts on Bombers game? Who? Which game? Okay. Bomber N21. What game did he play? Dead of the Night. Oh, Dead of the Night. Dead of the Night. What round? I didn't hear anything about this. He's on like 175. Rookie numbers. You did tell me? Oh, are you talking about the co-op game? You're not talking about that, right? You told me about the co-op game. I knew about the co-op game. There we go, round 50. We did it. Time to end the... Oh, you did tell me about that. He thinks he's going for 1024. I haven't followed up on that game. Is that a max? That is a max. Hope he gets world record. I believe in him. I'm not going for that world record, that's for sure. I do not have the motivation to play 500 hours of any Black Ops 4 map right now. Really, any map, I should say.
I have harnessed this power before. I will harness it again.
$500 hours of Ancient Evil is crazy. How many days is that of playing? That would be 25 days unpaused in-game. Like 25 days worth of time.
I hear you, and I know who you are. Scream all you want. It will not do you any good.
Well, you could just do 521 divided by 24. How many is that? 21? 21 days? Yeah, okay, 21 days.
The storm cares not for what it consumes. Come, I dare you. What I do is too important to entertain the idea of
Is it worth it to use my Ragnaroks to save ammo? Probably not, right? How do you stay awake that long? Well, yeah, you would die. You would pause the game. You would hit pause. You'd go to bed. You'd continue the next day. You wouldn't do that. Well, actually, also, if they weren't solo, you would still hit pause. It's Black Ops 4. Server pause exists. Yeah, Black Ops 4 and onwards have server pause. Does Black Ops 6 have server pause yet? Or are they still working that one out? Black Ops 4 and Cold War have server pause. Who cares? It's a terrible game. True, but like I'm asking because it's just yet another point about why it's a terrible game. It's like, oh, by the way, no server pause, even though it existed on the older games.
I have harnessed this power before. I can harness it again.
BO6 does, but 15-minute timer? What a joke. Oh, Panzer. I didn't forget. Well, this is convenient. Panzer can be on a dog round. In this instance, it isn't, but it means that I can just stay here and wait till next round. Show off your trap immunity? I don't have trap immunity, I don't think.
What's a maiming? No, I'm just kidding.
When we say reset, basically the game is only able to be open, like, unpaused for a certain amount of time, and then it, like, guaranteed crashes, effectively. Why does this keep happening? Why am I not... Why am I not killing the Panzer? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
Hello? I'm starting up a trap. Don't end up wander into it by mistake.
I need to watch some of my old footage to see what I did. Because I was able to get that much better before.
Even the Panzer cries out for the blood of the
Try the KRM. I don't want to switch my weapons. Because here's the thing. Let me find the footage. Here's some footage of the last time I played DE. Is this one? This was only a couple months ago. This was February. This footage. Okay, I do need to find out when the Panzer happened. Hold on. Okay, there has to be a Panzer somewhere in here. Oh, here, look. Oh, I was using the KR. Oh, the KRM was my third weapon. That makes a lot more sense. Oh. Should I make the KRM my second weapon and the M8A7 my third weapon? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll switch that. I don't know. Also, wait, I had a Panzer this round, meaning 5960, right? I was clearly misremembering.
This is not my destiny. I know my future. You barely touch it. Screams, the incessant screams, they grow ever louder.
I should probably make the KRM my second weapon. Or I can assume I'll go flawless. That's a bold assumption, but... I don't know. I like forgot, literally. Because this is my third weapon right now, but I think in that footage, eventually I'll get rid of this. The RPK is best since it ignores Panzer armor. What? Third because you don't need turned? Yeah. Well, I want the HVK and the M8A7 to be my double deadwire weapons. They're both deadwire. Turned I don't need. Turned I use to like kill zombies down here. But yeah, if I go down and I lose it, I can get that back more easily. So yeah, eventually it'll be my third weapon. Meaning, this is my third weapon right now, which is the problem. So I just need a more stable solution until then. Also, full disclaimer, I'm probably going to have to get off in like 15, 20 minutes, so I might play a few more rounds. Maybe I'll try to go to like round 60 and then call it. Why double deadwire, not deadwire fireworks? You do double deadwire because you're going to be using so much deadwire, you want to avoid having to run and buy ammo. It actually just saves you a ton of time to just deadwire using your M8A7 and then deadwire using that, and then buy ammo for both at the same time. As opposed to if I only had one dead wire, I would have to buy ammo twice as often, effectively. But my third AAT can be turned, or fireworks, probably turned. Fireworks could be faster to like 150. I have megas. That's a good point. But what would I put fireworks on? The RPK? How am I getting an RPK is the question. I'm not trying to activate fire sales right now. It doesn't actually matter, but like it would be optimal to not have fire sales because it means more insta-kills, death machines, and maxes. I didn't mean to grab that. Well, eventually I'm gonna have to buy ammo. Fireworks would be faster, though. I get what you're saying. I need an LMG then. Where am I getting an LMG? Ooh, from the tram fuses. I can get a better weapon. I can get a brecci too. And then do turned. But I don't know. Lots of options. You know what I'm realizing? I think I meant to do my laundry today. Might not have time till much later. BRM wall buy? Ooh, BRM wall buy. That could be a move. Potentially. LMG for fireworks? That would be high level. You have a death machine answer for me. Tell us. I'm curious. Stop hitting me. It randomly does randomly 1/3 to 3/4 of the target's health is damaged, but only to zombies with the flags, normal, dog, quad. Quad means like the enemies on Shadows of Evil and Revelations. Special enemies, like the pan. Yeah. Interesting. Randomly 1/3 to 3/4. So it's basically like 2 to 3 shots every time. That's interesting. Is Dead of the Night in your top 10 maps? It is my least favorite map of all time. Full stop. Like, unambiguously, I hate that map. Not even Alpha Omega is worse. Not even Transit is worse. Yeah, I don't like that map. Oh, I just had a missed call over. I'm realizing that's a Twitch follower. That just came up. Transit better? Yeah, I would rank Transit higher than Dead of the Night. Because at least on Transit's high rounds, you have to look up, use your left hand. You can play Dead of the Night with one hand the whole game. I realized that after the fact. Because I saw it, but then you were also in my chat, and I was like, oh, wait. And I was like, wait, that's a different name. And then I looked, I was like, that's Twitch. I quite literally helped to max out a map on Modern Warfare 3 Resistance. That's crazy. Thank you for coming in. Glad that you enjoyed that video, of course. You just have YouTube Premium and use this for music on your main? Gotcha. I don't pay for any premium streaming services, for better or for worse. Use a lot of ad blockers and pirate a lot of stuff. So you hate Dead of the Night because it's so easy? Yeah, that's why I hate it. Also, the setup is stupid. Every time I peer in and I see one of those clocks or like a random painting, I'm like, I don't know where the fuck that is. Into the crystals. Every time I load in, I have to Google where the silver bullet parts are, because there's like 9 parts you need for that. And then you fill the souls in the crystals to look in and see a clock or whatever and I'm like, I don't know where any of this shit is, and I forget every time. The setup is annoying. And the high round strategy is dumb. Like, extremely dumb. And I know because my PB is 280. And every time I play the map, I quit. And I am not one to quit. This is the only thing you pay for premium? I bet it's worth it. Not having to deal with ads on YouTube, because they're getting worse and worse. Nope. Next round, Panzer.
I hope their death proves to be at least somewhat dramatic. I am not your prey. The storm cares not for what it consumes.
Comes with YouTube music too, which is nice. That is nice. It's kind of that's a big bonus.
What I do is too important to entertain the idea of failure.
Yeah, that's true.
I have harnessed this power before. I will harness it again.
Coleman, we still have to do a video where I coach you to get round 100. I bet I could teach you how to get to round 100 in Revelations.
I hear you, and I know who you are. Your blood will become one with the air we breathe. The incessant screams, they grow ever louder. Be gone, foul Canine.
Once you finish the PC build, we'll do it. Bet.
It consumes.
You're officially done with work? Nice. I'm gonna actually leave at the end of next round, because I have to go to a rehearsal. Zetsubo Noshima or Gorod Krovi? I prefer Gorod, but I am not the biggest fan of either. But I will say the new strategy on Gorod Krovi is really fun. Like, I like that strategy a lot. Smart, always leave after boss round? That's what I was thinking. I was like, let me get the boss out of the way, then we can go. So yeah, there's gonna be like 5 more minutes left in the stream. What's the rehearsal for? I got hired to play a community production of Mary Poppins. I'm playing in the pit orchestra. So I have to go to rehearsal for that. All right, thanks for stopping in. I'll probably stream. I won't be able to stream tomorrow. I should be able to stream Friday around a similar time. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. There we go. What? How did I miss the entrance? You played... What instrument do I play? In this show, I'm playing clarinet and bass clarinet, but I play every woodwind instrument. Rick Topham was just talking about instruments of torture. That's funny. Yeah, I play clarinets, saxophones, flute, oboe, bassoon. Don't forget the KRM. That will happen when I'm done with the Stormbow. Like, I am just gonna hold this until, like, much later. Until, like, round 121, and then I'll get the KRM. Yeah, I actually am... Next Tuesday, I finish my master's degree in music performance. Almost done. And by almost done, I mean, like, I'm basically done. I am... There's a reason I'm here playing video games and not practicing, and it's because I've finished everything I need to. I just have a couple more performances. Play most percussion? Nice. Play a little bit of percussion, but it's not my specialty. I feel like I'm getting too many Widow's Wine activations. Probably doesn't matter. Later in the game, I'm just gonna throw them away anyway. Ah! Do dogs have set health though? No, they have not set health, but like their health caps on like the 4th dog round. Like they have lower health every dog round. It increases, and then on the 4th dog round it caps out. So it's been capped out since like round 20 something. But yeah, they just have a super slow scale. All right, that is where I'm gonna have to call it for today. But thank you all for watching. And I'll probably be back streaming on Friday. Yeah, it caps. It caps pretty early. Not instantly, but like basically. What train am I catching? One of those two. All right. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Good luck with the rehearsal. Happy to stop in. Of course. I'll be back in a couple days. See you guys later.